I am a very stylish girl.
Hey everybody, TheTribalButtefly's back again with another episode of Ask a Girl Who Can't Find Herself. Okay, so in this episode, we are going to tackle the rest of the questions that were asked by the Pips Place. She asked like 20 questions or something, and I had to split them up between two videos. So last month we had the first half, this month we have the second half. Okay, let's go. What type of fabric is your favorite? I think I actually answered this question like a couple months ago, but I'll answer it again. It is still felt / fleece. I really enjoy working with those because they're just soft and really easy to work with, and you can make some really cute stuff out of it. So, and they don't make a lot of mess. So yeah, those would probably still be some of my favorite fabrics to work with. Plus it's fabric that not a lot of people use on a regular basis, so I like to work with something different than everybody else. Of course, I barely ever make stuff out of it because I use the fabric that the garment needs, but you know, whenever I can, I like to. Have you ever saw a moose up close? Are you seriously asking me if I've ever seen a moose? Is this because I'm Canadian? No, I have not seen a moose up close. It's not like they're walking down the street or anything. So no, I haven't. Not a live one, at least. I'm sure at some point I've seen a stuffed moose somewhere. Maybe I don't know, like a moose-themed restaurant if there's one out there. But no, not really. I haven't really seen a moose up close. They're kind of huge and extremely dangerous. So no. Haven't seen a moose up close. Thanks for asking, though. Who is your favorite Disney princess? Okay, this one I can answer. My favorite Disney princess is Ariel, and I've always loved Ariel. And I loved her the best because, well, one, she sings really pretty, and two, she's got red hair, which is awesome, and three, and this is the big one, is I kind of identify with her. I came from a kind of a strict background. I wasn't really allowed to go out and see friends and stuff. I always was either home or at school or family. It was never, okay, I'm going out with my friends now, bye. Like, that never happened. So, because I came from a really strict place, I kind of identified with her that, you know, she wanted to go do something and her father never let her go do it. I kind of had a similar situation. So, so I identified with her for that. Plus, you know, like, she totally did what I did and was like, leave kind of everything and all her family and just move to some place that was like beyond their reach, and I did that too. So yeah, I totally identify with Ariel, so she's totally my favorite. Plus her dress is pink, all the more reason to love her. Have you ever seen any Broadway songs on YouTube? If so, do you have a favorite, and what's your favorite Broadway show? I'm Canadian, so I don't actually know what shows are showing on Broadway because I'm nowhere near the States, because I'm Canadian and I don't live anywhere near anything that would ever tell me what's playing on Broadway. But I am from Toronto, and Toronto is massively huge for theater, and I've seen lots of music theater there. I've seen Phantom of the Opera, I've seen Joseph Mason Technicolor Dreamcoat. I've seen so many that I actually am drawing a blank right now. But yeah, I come from a city that is massively huge for that kind of theater, and so yeah, I've seen tons. I would probably have to say Phantom of the Opera was my favorite because it was the first that I went to go see, and it's just fantastic, and it's one of those things that I really grew up with. So that would definitely have been an inspirational thing for me. So yeah, Phantom would be my favorite, and I got to see it live, not on YouTube. So yeah, I loved doing that. That was fantastic. And the one thing that I really regret about moving to Vancouver is, even though they do try to have theater here, it's nowhere near as epic as it is in Toronto. So when I go, it's a little bit of a letdown. But yeah, I still love to go, and oh, you know what else I went to? It's not like Broadway status or anything, but I saw the Evil Dead musical. I've actually seen it like 6 times, and almost every one of those times, except for the last one, I saw it in Toronto, and it was absolutely phenomenal, fabulous. But the last one I saw was in Vancouver, and again, it was like really disappointing. So I'm sure everybody else in the audience thought it was like ridiculously good, but I have seen the original cast do it, so compared, it's like not even in the same country. Are you a Gleek? No, I am so not a Gleek. I'm sorry. I watched like half of an episode once on a plane, and I had to turn it off. I could not get into it. I'm sorry. I am, however, a fan of Community. Anybody out there who doesn't know what Community is, you might want to learn. It's a really good show. Have you ever taken theater in school? Well, when I was in high school, I actually did take one class called music theater, and the whole point of the class was to write and put on a musical for the school. And we wrote it, and we started practicing it, but we never actually perfected it enough to bring it up on stage by the end of the semester. So we never actually got to do our musical, but yeah, I took a class, and it was more about the production, though. It wasn't really as much about how to act or anything, so I've never really had any acting classes. I mean, when I went to college the first time for digital animation, we did have to take an acting class so we could learn about, like, expression, and, you know, that way we could animate it properly. But for some reason, when I'm put on the spot, I get really, really shy, so whenever I was in that class, it was optional whether or not you wanted to participate. I mean, she wouldn't mark you on your participation, she marked you on your projects. So obviously I did super good on the projects, and that's why I did super good in the class, even though I didn't really participate too much. But yeah, I mostly watched in that class. I didn't really want to perform for anybody too much, so. But the few times I did perform, I rocked. So, do you like the movie Mulan? Yes! Yes, I do! The movie Mulan came out the same year I graduated high school, and I remember actually singing Reflections at the prom because people made me. They like totally requested that I go up on stage and did it, and I did, and it sucked because I had to do it a cappella because I had no music backing me up. But it was funny because it was actually the first dance of the whole prom, and people actually went out into the dance floor and, you know, danced to my a cappella, which is kind of hilarious. So yes, I have seen Mulan, and it brings back sad and happy memories all at the same time. Do you know the Macarena? Yes, I do. I'm not going to perform it for you. I actually can't remember if the Macarena came out when I was in high school or elementary, which will tell you exactly how old I and the Macarena are. So yeah, those are the answers to my questions. Thanks to Pip's Place for giving me like a jillion questions, enough to like take up 2 whole episodes. Kind of awesome. And yeah, I hope you were okay with the answers, because that's what they are. Alright, so I'll catch you guys next week with another video. Talk to you later. Bye!
I am a very stylish girl.